Hey folks, it's Jang here from UltimateRC.com with a look at the Estes SF161 and the Estes R73-OPS RC helicopters. These are both 3-channel coaxial helicopters, low-end models. Similar design, and the reason that I'm bundling these two together is because it's basically the same helicopter underneath with just a different body style between the two. The first one, the SF161, is more of a sport style, whereas the OPS version is obviously a replica of the Apache AH-64. The iconic military attack helicopter, and they actually got pretty good detail in it for its low price and for the small size and all. One thing that's a little bit confusing at first sight is the tail rotor configuration here. That's because the one that's facing towards the side is actually just a scale detail. It's just for looks. It's this two-bladed one up top that is used for controlling pitch and forward and reverse motion. The transmitters are infrared, and you've got throttle on the left. There is a spring in it. On the right, you have your yaw as well as forward and reverse, and you can move all the way around in a circle like this. You've got a trim for your yaw. There's also an A-B selector, but that doesn't really do anything because you can only use one channel per helicopter, and that's preset from the factory. Built into the back of the controller, there is an extra little port here where you can pull out a charging jack. You plug that directly into the helicopter itself when it's completely discharged, and it'll take about 45 minutes to give it a full recharge. Included in the package with each of these helicopters is a full set of spare blades, both the main rotors as well as the tail rotor, in case you do massive damage to those, which I'm going to tell you right now, it's hard to do. What is not hard is flying either the R73-OPS or the SF161. Excellent manufacturing tolerances as well as solid construction and solid design allow those coaxial rotors to automatically stabilize the aircraft in flight. If you get the throttle to just the right point and you don't give it any other stick input, it will just hover right in place with very little drifting. Also, if you get to moving and then you just let go of the controls, again, it will stabilize itself quickly. On the yaw, or turning left to right, the gyroscopic stabilization is an electronic system that keeps the aircraft from spinning or continuing to turn when you tell it to stop. The gyro unit that they use in each of these helis is one of the best that's on the market for this price range. Now, though these two helicopters are based on the same basic chassis with a little bit of reconfiguration just for the shape, the SF161 does perform a little bit better in the air than the R73-OPS. They're similar in weight, but this one seems to have its weight better centralized around the main frame, and also it has less aerodynamic drag. That makes the SF161 just a little bit more nimble. It's more agile, and you can move around a little bit more quickly. Now, that's not to say that the SF161 cannot move slowly and smoothly also. You do have proportional controls on all channels, so with either of the helicopters, if you want to go slow, you can. It's just that if you want to go a little bit faster and have a little bit more fun, this model right here is going to do a little bit better for you. Now, if you have experience with the market for 3-channel gyro-stabilized helicopters, you may recognize both of these helicopters. You may see the SF161 is looking just like the SEMA 107G, which is internationally renowned. And this one here looks like the SEMA S109G, which is, again, pretty much the same thing with just a different body on it. Well, that's absolutely no coincidence. These are those same products, just under different brands. There are two differences, though. For one, these from Estes cost a little bit more than the original SEMAs. These retail for $39.99 on towerhobbies.com, while the SEMA branded helicopters tend to be around $30 even. You can even find them down at $25. For that extra $5 to $10, what you get is support in the US from Hobbyco's Great Plains brand. They distribute this helicopter and they provide support for it by phone and by email right here in the US. Either way, regardless of brand and model names and numbers, these two helicopters are both excellent indoor 3-channel helicopters, low-end, low-cost, and easy to fly. They're great whether you're a beginner or even if you're a veteran and you just want something cool and easy and simple and hassle-free to putt around with in the living room while your more expensive RCs are taking a break. That's it from me for now. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you again soon in the next video.